This is the CT scan. It is widely used by surgeons around the world in hospitals to perform surgery works. Ironically, there are more than 200,000 cases of people diagnosed by primary brain tumor each year. And one of them happens to be my friend. He was diagnosed by a primary brain tumor on his right side of the brain. And he had several medical procedures, but in the end, he didn't make it. So, as a student, what can I do to contribute to the society in order to reduce the casualties of brain tumors? Until now, it remains unclear whether he died due to failure of medical procedures or it is the sickness itself. My name is Harman Dewantoro from Surabaya, Indonesia, and I am here to promote my idea, which is water self-controlling used for CT scan imaging. Please enjoy. I believe that you guys are familiar enough with the term CT scan, am I right? Just to give you a brief explanation for the ones who do not know, CT scan is basically a machine used to scan inside the human body using waves. For what? To scan abnormalities such as tumors, cancers, injuries, cracked bones, etc. The problem with utilizing CT scan images is that, as you can see in this image, surgeons only depend on rely on how the image looks, and they can only hypothesize, and also they can only speculate on where the abnormalities are located inside the brain. And secondly, I would like to introduce to you, for the ones who do not know, that there is a term used in this case, which is watershed itself. Watershed is basically the term used or the technique used by media industries to filter images. This is an example of watershed. As you can see that the red lines represents the outline for the final watershed. In watershed, there is a term that are called flooding. Flooding uses the three water kinematics, which is first, water will always have the same volume in any form of container, whatever the shape is. Second, try to move water inside a bigger head to bridge the tube or any form of container. Yes, they will have different shape, but they will never ever change the value of volumes. They will always have the same volumes in any given container. And last, water tendency to always move from high region to lower ones. As you can see in this picture above, the waterfall. I'm a math guy, so I approach things using mathematics. In this case, how do I combine watershed technique and the CT scan imaging itself to actually form something more useful? Still, how? How do I combine both things? Of course, using the orthogonal projection formula. Just for note, I do not create the orthogonal projection formula. I do not. In fact, I try to use it to produce a result that is significant and that is just acceptable using both terms. This is an example for the ones who do not know. As you can see, that orthogonal projection formula is a perpendicular projection of vector, valuing vector from a gradient. It derived from two expressed values. As you can see, this is a perpendicular projection. It is a normal vector projection from the equation, and this projection of vector P and Q from the equation given on the screen. But still, how do I combine both things? How do I apply the formula to both ideas? The first thing you need to do is to convert an image into grayscale. This is an example of grayscale, simple grayscale. The dark region and the white region are a mixture of black and white and form a gray cloud, but to form a sort of grayscale gradient value. And it is required to be converted into a 3D relief in order for my idea to be applied. As you can see, the darker regions are expressed by catchment basins. So the lower the pixel value, the lower it gets in the relief, the three reliefs that are expressed. So each pixels are required to be converted pixel value. This is an example of each pixel value. As you can see that the number zeros on the side of the screen represents the black color. And this curve formed by the numbers, they form the image. As you can see in this image, it is simple enough that the numbers are expressed in this column of picture. So we can conclude that actually this value of number, this jumble of numbers can be converted into three value. As you can see in the x, y, z Cartesian coordinate, we can make z as the value of the pixels and let the picture be the x, y. How do we apply? How do we put inside the orthogonal projection formula to the 3D relief? This is a simple illustration that I can give you. As you can see, there is the current flooding level, the water level, and we conduct one action based in this example. And if I increase the value of flooding above the apex of the image itself, we are required to form a dam in order to prevent the gas basin to be used together. We do not want this to happen in order for us to separate any segments. So, the watershed form gradient on picture. So, this is a simple illustration of how we apply the orthogonal projection formula to the result of watershed. As you can see, that there are three separate gradients that are corresponding to each other. And let this be the first orthogonal projection. And if I keep on continuing this to each of every gradient, we will obtain what we call the limit cycle. So what is the limit cycle? Nobody? Okay. To give a brief definition for the ones who do not know, limit cycles are simplification of planes that are formed by the corresponding gradients. So the use of limit cycle is basically to make lines. So from the limit cycle, of course there are more than one limit cycle, so we are required to drag a line from the limit cycles to another limit cycles in the image. So why did I use triangle for the simple illustration? Why not polygons with more than 3 sides? For example, I can give you in slide 7. Remember, this happens in pixel scale. This is the intersection quarter, and these are the limit cycles formed on the triangles. As you can see, not all parts are filled by the so-called limit cycle. There are quadrilaterals, there are squares, there are polygons everywhere being simplified by the orthogonal projection formula. So how do we convert this into, or how do we apply the orthogonal projection formula to the shape that are not triangle? Let me give you an example. This is a simple trapezoid quadrilateral. How do we apply orthogonal projection formula to this plane? Simple. Take one edge and drag a line to the corresponding edge. As you can see that we obtain two triangles, and we can apply the orthogonal projection formula to the corresponding line. So what if there are more than four sides? So it's in this case 5-sided shape. How do we apply the orthogonal projection to different shape? Simple. Take one edge and project a line to every other edge on that shape. So we obtain 3 triangles. But remember, you can still project from this edge to this edge. This is just to give you simple comprehension of how we convert these triangles. But how about if the shape gets more irregular? For example, in this picture, Simple, same concept. Take one edge and project any other line in each of the edges corresponding in that unit. We obtain simple triangle, but also we can still project from this edge to this edge or this edge to that edge. It is always possible. So we can come up with a conclusion that actually polygons can be converted into triangles so that we can obtain the orthogonal projection formula limit cycle. As you can see in this image, it is possible to apply the orthogonal projection formula to every each of corresponding shape. As triangles, most primitive expressions of polygons. Well, of course, it is impossible to have polygons with only two sides. We can come up with the conclusion that actually by using by applying Rorschach, the image provides us accurate grading to act as an outline, especially during surgery. And also by moving thresholds, we obtain different segments of the image, different value of pixels that we want to analyze or orthogonalize. And also simplification of raw watershed can be done using orthogonal processing. It is possible. Only you can literally need to be converted. In the future, I would like to work with an IT guy to make a program to form what I call the field theory from the expression of great scale. Excuse me. This is a rough sketch, rough model for me to use. As you can see, you can imagine that this image, this relief is an expression, a 3D expression of a base scale. So, if I plot the image, but we do not necessarily use water in the analysis inside the table. As I plot the image, as you can see that the water level they increase on the same level. And if I continue on increasing the water level, we obtain what we call a dam. This dam is the one that we are going to use to express an image as an orthogonal projection formula. As you can see that there is a submerged region. The submerged region is expressed not in maximum value of the pixels, so that we can apply the orthogonal projection formula by finding the apex of the image itself. So after we apply the orthogonal projection formula, we can find different segments of where we want to locate the tumor. For example, the tumor is located in the pixels of value of 200, so we increase the plotting or the threshold level into values of 200, so that we only obtain the value of pixels with the value of 200 or more. This is a simple sketch on screen, so as you can see, already for inaccurate grading, but this is the idea that I'm going to use for me to be able to apply the orthogonal projection formula. And also, in the future, as robotic technology evolves, I would like to integrate my project together with the robotic technology and convert images into different basic, and it is a numeric value, so that we are able, so that computer are able, and it is computer-friendly data, so that computer are able to calculate or project or to perform surgeries, and of course, open flexible to error. So, watershed and CT scan. I haven't quite came up with a good name, but I think working can sounds pretty good. My name is Harman Dewantoro, and thank you for listening.